What's fucking popping, boys? El Loco got the W. We knew it would happen. How you doing, Big Ank? Chris Gray, what is good? Adam, it's been a while since I've seen you. Mexico card was way better than London, and the faves are winning. Oh, let me turn this down. And the faves are winning. I've taken bigger fucking. I've taken more impressive shits than what the London card was. How you doing, Westy? What's good, bro? How's your weekend? Did you get a chance to see the Mexico card as well? Hope you've had a good one, sir. Yeah, we're gonna hang out for a little while here. Not terribly long. I think about an hour and a bit. We'll see how we do. I'm not sure what Bodak's doing. I haven't heard from him yet, but I cleaned up last night. As did I, sir. I think it was a profitable card for everyone concerned. My original parlay got fucked up by Martinez, and it was the best thing that could have happened. Because literally right after that, I put another 2 parlays on, and they both made like $500 last night. So I'm back in the green. It's taken me all year to do that, and we're only in April, or nearly in April. So fucking finally. Dober needs to retire. Yeah, they need to take him back to the back of the barn and just put him out of his misery. He's done. It was especially sad the way he got, like, well, let's face it, battered, and then laid there getting bad, and then was confused. Like, he didn't realize the fight was still going until like 20 seconds after it was over. It was a sad, sad end for him. They're not going to cut him because he's exciting, but I think he's going to get banged out quite a lot now. How you doing, Hans? Frankie, does free will exist? No. No, we know that. We know that. Come on. It doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the ride. I personally enjoy being a puppet. I made up for my London losses, so cheers, Frank. Was that from my recommendation? I'm not sure if I helped you with that one, but I'm gonna assume I did. And to be fair, you are owed that because I've had some fucking stinkers this year. Thoughts on the 35 back of the headshots to Dober? Didn't see them. I didn't notice any of that. Is that what happened? I thought he was getting punched in the side of the head, to be honest. Got curb stomped pretty badly. How you doing, City Life? What's good, man? Shout out to you, sir. Laramie versus Ito or Suzuki versus Dupbeck for fight of the year so far. I'm going back and forth. I have no idea. I have not seen either of them. I'm not a hardcore in the way that you are, sir. You know, it's like I've famously said about you multiple times that if there were 2 fucking 4th graders scrapping out the back of a supermarket, you'd probably know the stats on each and every one of them. So no, sir, I'm nowhere near on your level, but I'll take the recommendation on board and catch up on that. So your thing for ladyboys, that's out of your hands, huh? I don't have a thing for ladyboys. I mean, what's the thing? I'm intrigued by them. I'd never put my banana anywhere near them, but that's a completely different conversation. Yeah, hammer fists are a bit of a mad one too. I mean, from what I saw of it live, I might have to go back and have a look at it. I didn't really see anything much illegal going on, but Dober was out of it at that point. He'd been like smashed. I'm not saying it justifies it, but he got absolutely smashed to the ground and was pretty much done at that point. So I guess it's fine. I would love to be the Pierre McQuire of MMA True. You're well on your way to doing that, sir. By the way, shout out to City Life Project's channel. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But he watches pretty much everything that's under the sun and gives detailed breakdowns on all of them. If you want to make some money and have a general good time, get yourself over to the City Life Project. How's it going, Lane? How is it going? What is good in the hood? I'm glad that I have clarified for my own sake, actually. Yeah, nice. I'm a vagina enthusiast only. I find the whole situation funny. I've had like quite a lot of interesting and fucked up conversations about ladyboys in the past that have probably confused people. But I'm glad that we can clarify that now. It's more of a distance from a, it's more of an interest from a distance, as opposed to waking up in the morning with a really sore bumhole and wondering what the fuck happened last night. We haven't got there. Would you rather a ladyboy or a white girl? Ooh, no shit. And we're confused again. I'm gonna have to think about that one and give you an answer. People complaining about Dolby yet cheered double stomps on the face and Ryzen. People are acting softer than the North American commissions. Jeez. I mean, I think we should. I mean, I don't think back at a headshot should ever be legal, but it's a very tricky one, especially when it's the heat of the moment, things are happening. Someone's clearly here's my view of it. Yeah, a lot of the times when people get smashed in the back of the head, it's the person getting smashed who's moving around a lot that causes that problem. Do you know what I mean? I don't think people are, unless you're Michael Chandler, I don't think anyone's like aiming for the back of the head because no one wants to get disqualified. But if you're flopping around like a flounder on the floor when someone's battering your brains in, which you're bound to do, some of them are going to probably bounce off the back of the head. It's very hard to adjudicate between both situations. What up, Frankie? How you doing, B7? Sharriers is a beast. Sharriers. Oh, you mean Shares? Yeah, that was an easy pick. Very easy pick. You ended up 9-3 last night. I'm confused again. Yeah, sorry about that, bro. I'm not covering any damages you've done to your laptop. Sorry, bro. Read the disclaimer. Facts of City Life projects, project whining too much. And you've come here for less whining? Bro, you've definitely come to the wrong place. Lane. Yeah, Lane, I did worry about your and the three it seems that you got wrong were the three that you bet against Gilly. He got you in a fucking toehold with that one. As soon as I saw it, as soon as I saw that line up in his, I was like, oh, it's not gonna be a good night for you. I did call it. But it was too late to back out at that point. I know you're not that kind of broad. I'm not defending back of the headshots, but a lot of them are not intentional. Yeah, intentional stomps to the face, which should be legal in pussy ass UFC trash rules league in real MMA leagues. I mean, I'm not sure that stamping on someone's head should really be legal either, but I get where you're coming from. How you doing, Good Noodle? I hope you're going to join the panel later, you motherfucker. By the way, Good Noodle, I've got a funny story about your Anderson Silva take recently. 11-1 is very decent. Who was the one person who fucked you up? I assume you're going to be smiting them for the rest of your life. How you doing, Raf? Is the clown beef over? It never really started. He doesn't want none. He doesn't want none of me. But all jokes aside, it never really started. It was handbags. I don't usually get into handbag fights, but I couldn't help myself. Almost swept the card. I've had a few cards in my day, especially when I was doing proper detailed predictions back in the day, where I would get like I'd go 12-1, etc. I've never ever swept a card fully. There's always one cunt who ruins the day for me. There's been one or two which were robberies that robbed the day for me, but I've never had that magical full sweep. I think it's impossible in this day and age with the way that judging is going. Happy with my Costa pick though. That was one of them. Yeah, it was more of a. It wasn't a great performance. Noodle C-Rod kept me. I had C-Rod as well. A lot of people are calling robbery. I don't really agree with that. I thought he lost the fight, but it was more out of his own retardation that he lost that fight. Very, very disappointing overall. He spent way too much time clinching for his life, and that's disappointing. Extremely disappointing. But he's a very small guy in that division. He needs to get on a fucking treadmill and get his ass back down to bantamweight. Or he might actually have some success. The fat, lazy prick. How about Mini Francis? Mini Francis is astounding. He went out today and went to a theme park, had the time of his life. He lives his best life. Long may that continue. There were very little upsets, and those were close lines. Yeah, I felt like I was on the side of a lot of those close ones as well. I never ever get robberies in my favor. I've noticed that though, which has made me realize that I'm just biased. Dougie, how you doing, brother? I didn't see your crash out last night. I assume you did. I told you so. Are you one of those? Are you one of those delusional cunts who is saying the ERCEG one? And by the way, shout out to Dougie's Corner. Get your ass over there as soon as possible. Noodle, I'm gonna open up the panel in about 10 minutes. Some maybe not even that long. Depends how long I can keep my gas going. Oh, by Mini Francis, he meant Gutierre. Sorry for the unnecessary information. I was quite impressed with Gutierre. He looks like he's learning. I know he trained with I know he trains with Murphy. He looked a lot more composed in there. He wasn't swinging like a complete retard. But at the same time, his opponent is a punching bag. I've got a lot of respect. I can't even remember his name. He's basically a walking punching bag who got into the UFC by taking the best beating in Contender Series history and surviving through it. So it was a bit of a layup, in my opinion. And now that he's quite a composed fighter and he's stepping back quite a bit and not just swinging wildly, he's going to be dangerous. And if he can tighten up his takedown game, I don't think we've got any robberies last night, which is going to make for a very dusty panel, but we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that Gilly and Noodle are going to come on and talk some and say something reckless, because that'll get the fire stoked. How you doing, S-Dog? I hope you got my message. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. One of the guys arguing in Emma's corner was Bobby Green's dad. Yeah, his white dad. Shout out to white people. I put a decent size bet on the Moreno Bilal parlay and I hate myself for it. Oh man, I don't do that anymore, you know. I don't bet on fights weeks and weeks in advance because then they get cancelled and I end up getting boned. Like I put Gastelum on a parlay yesterday, and my parlay went from winning $200 to winning like 60. Because he was obviously like, I mean, he would have lost anyway, the little shit. But how you doing, Cage? What's good, bro? Small Frankie. I'm fucking yoked, bro. Don't let the camera and reality fool you. I'm actually a 260-pound Goliath. I'm not a skinny midget at all. What did you think of the card, Frankie? I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the better cards of the year. Top 3, like easily. We got some nice finishes. The pacing of the card was amazing. It felt like we were only waiting a couple of minutes in between fights, which I'm always down for. Apart from when the main card started. But you always expect a little bit of a delay there. All in all, I thought it was a great card. I'm very pleased with it. I heard someone say that Loopy crapped her shorts yesterday. Apparently, in between rounds 2 and 3, she was heard saying, I need to take a shit. I really need to take a shit. So the entire 3rd round, I was watching to see if that shit came. And I don't think I'm the only one who was. Before you start judging me. Are you scared of me? I'm a black belt in Taekwondo and a yellow belt in Judo. Mate, I'd be scared of you if you had none of those assets. I'm completely untrained since I was a teenager. So I don't think you need those things to whoop my ass, sir. Check out this channel. Yes, S-Dog's MMA Talk. Check out his channel. I'm pretty sure he's near 1,000, if not over 1,000. And has one of the best panels on the game. I'm actually doing something live with him next week. Always great banter, always great knowledge. And you can always guarantee that he's going to mispronounce every fucking name on the card, which is just beautifully hilarious. So shout out to my guy. My spree of falling asleep during the early prelims and watching it the next day continues. That's been happening to me a lot this year. And to be honest, I mean, it had never happened to me before then. I think it's testament to just how shit this year has been. I think I might start needing to like take a page out of City Life Project's book and just watching everything. So while we're here, sub to S-Dog's MMA Talk, sub to City Life Project, sub to Usalis. Who else have we got? Sub to Good Noodle, Big Ank MMA. Is anyone I'm forgetting that's still here? Dougie's Corner, obviously, as well. But I haven't got City Life Project in the description. I need to do that. But in fact, maybe you are. Links are in the description. We are getting old, Frankie. We are, man. Do you know what? Yeah, the thing is, yeah, the prelims have now become really, really important for me because if they're shit, I tend to fall asleep. Especially now that now that I'm working as well. I can't justify it. It's mad. So I have missed a couple of like live main events, but I always get back and watch them. And to be fair, it's kind of better that way. Like I turn off my social media settings and then I just go in. Captain Refugio as well. Fuck me. Captain Refugio. All right, hang on a second. Let's get this panel going. And the beginning of the Good Noodle MMA show. How you doing, Torren? What's good, my man? Fucking love having you here, bro. How you doing? 31 sons of bitches up here on YouTube, but I'm not seeing as many likes. I'm seeing 12 as of now. You lazy fucking retards. Click the like button. And I mean retards in the most loving sense possible. All right, the panel is now open. Let's see if Good Noodle can come up with another most retarded take of 2025. Hopefully Gilly will turn up. We'll get a few people jumping on. And of course, like I said, the panel is open. So if you feel like growing some testicles and jumping on here, everyone is more than welcome. It is a 4 maximum though, so maybe not everyone. How you doing, Noodle?
What's up, Frankie?
How you doing?
What's up? Good. That was a good card last night. I only got
You
to
made
watch
some money,
about
right?
half of it. I didn't make money, but I made my coworker. I made him mad money. I think I made him like, I think he total put down about $30, and I think he made outwards of like 100, anywhere from 100 to 200. So
A win's a
that's
win,
pretty
sir.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Good for him.
everyone made up for some losses last night because it was one of those ones where it felt fairly obvious. I think I only got 2 wrong.
I got one wrong. That was Ronaldo Rodriguez, and my brain was screaming at me the entire time. Don't pick Ronaldo Rodriguez because he looked shit against Ode Osborne. He hasn't looked like impressive against anybody. I was live for a bit of the main card yesterday. Let me pull up his Tapology. I remember talking about this. I pulled this up. What? How the fuck do you spell his Ronaldo? I fucking don't even know how to spell his name. Whatever, I'll find it. But he had a Hold on, I'll just look up Ode Osborne and then get to his page from there because I'm not trying to figure out how to spell his name. Ronaldo Rodriguez. Okay. He lost to a guy who is now on the Contender Series. He lost to a guy who is now 10-6. And in my opinion, I thought he lost the fight to Ode Osborne, at least a draw, because I thought first round was a 10-8. Because then he got dropped and almost submitted badly in that first round. Like he got fucking dude, he almost got out of there in the first round. And then lost to that guy in the Contender Series. I haven't I'm not sold on like Ronaldo Rodriguez, and I was thinking in my brain, this dude, he's got a good chin, but he did he just how do I explain it? He's got a good chin because when he gets hit clean, he doesn't get like fucking wobbled or anything. He maybe gets dropped, but then his recovery is really well. But it's just the fact that like his striking defense is so dog shit. Like I don't know why I picked him. Also, just didn't think Borjas was gonna get it done as well. It was Borjas, right? He was fighting Borjas.
Yeah, Borjas, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Manu Fernandez who regularly comes up in the chat, and he's actually from Peru as well. And he was saying to us for a while, this guy's gonna
Borjas is good.
Yeah, he's gonna say he was sold on him. So
I mean, one of
and to
his
be fair to him,
losses is Joshua Van.
yeah, he
That's
had
not a bad
Joshua Van.
loss.
I think he had another. I think he fought somebody else as well who was really tough. If we look at
Alessandro Costa is his other loss
he's
in
had
the
some
UFC.
tough he's had some tough fights in
That
the
guy's
UFC
pretty
so far.
durable, yeah.
So we should have seen it coming, really. I mean, I didn't think Rodriguez was. I didn't have him as a locker or anything, or I wasn't completely sold on him. But I didn't bet on him. I'll put it that way. I didn't like it.
Yeah, just that was the only fight I got wrong. Other than that, I think I did really well predictions and like guessing like the method of victory. like
I'm glad
knockout
you
and
admitted that it's
whatnot.
guessing because it is. Most people
Yeah.
like to pretend it's an art. It's fucking not. It's as random as it gets. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just don't think that, like, if you're telling me there's certain fights that I can see like a finish happening.
Mhm.
My go-to fight to use an example out of that is Dominic Reyes versus Anthony Smith. I knew he was good. I don't know how I knew this. I could just picture him knocking him out in the second round. That's why I put $20 on it. I made like
Mhm.
$80 or something. Like I put money on it because I was like, I just feel like I don't know why, but I could just see him finishing Anthony Smith in the second round. Not quite
Yeah.
exactly how I saw it when it played out, the way he finished him, but I thought he was gonna like hurt him on the feet, sting him, and then follow him to the ground. But he kind of ended up just, I don't know, Anthony Smith doing what Anthony Smith does the best and fucking getting in the fetal position, and yeah, I don't know.
You take it where you can get it, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was.
Fucking ugh.
Yeah, it was good. We got a couple of fraud checks. It was generally, like I said, a
Hmm.
well-paced, fun card, and yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was relatively robbery free. I don't think we can call.
Yeah, I thought what was his Hubbard one. To be fair, I'm a little biased because I did it. My buddy, he was like, dude, make me a full card parlay, and I was like, this is not gonna hit. And he's like, dude, just do it, and I did it. First fight on the card, I hit every single fight except for the first fight, and it was Hubbard versus fucking what's his face. And I was like, oh my god, I almost won this dude like $2,000. Like the odds were crazy on it, and I was like, split decision, came down to the third round. Damage-based
Yeah,
scoring, fair
I
enough,
had
but
Hubbard
I don't
winning
know.
as well. I thought that was a bit. I wouldn't have gone as far as a robbery because you can kind of make a case that the damage was done.
Yeah, you can make a case. It's just the judges love to pick and choose whenever they
That's the
fucking do
problem.
damage-based scoring, which is so fucking annoying to me.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's the inconsistency. It's like, and it's the inconsistency within the same cards. Like sometimes you'll get, clinch control will win you a fight, and then the next fight, somebody will clinch control for the entire time, but get smacked a couple of times,
I
and
swear they're
then
just
they lose
looking at
the
my
round.
parlays. They're like, "Oh, Good Noodle's got 3 parlays riding on this fight. All right, control time matters most. Ignore damage." It's
I
fucking
think I
crazy.
think we all feel that way, to be fair.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on while people are talking about this at the moment, what are your thoughts on the Joe Pyfer pullout and what was going on with that?
I'm scared to talk bad about Joe Pyfer because I feel like I'm from the U.S. You're safe. You've got a whole like ocean between you and him. I don't. He's gonna
He's a
fucking
nutter.
he is a salty motherfucker. I remember leaving a positive comment on his Instagram post and he told me to fuck off, and I was like, oh, all right, dude. Uh, fucking salty Pyfer. No, but real shit. Fuck you, Pyfer. Like talking all that shit, talking about how he's gonna whoop his ass and I was really excited for the fight, and it got canceled the day of. And it's just like I don't know. I
And it
I
couldn't have
think,
been an easier fight for him really, considering where the trajectory of his career is going, like, he should have been given somebody a bit higher up, but
dude, Kelvin Gastelum's aura. He made Joe Pyfer fucking. He retired Joe Pyfer without even fighting him. Or not retired, but you know what I'm trying to say.
but he's
Fucking
definitely
crazy.
derailed him for a hot minute anyway,
Yeah.
which is
Okay. He
kind
got
of
sick. He got a fucking tummy ache, and he decided, yeah, I'm pulling out of the fight.
that's
Like,
what I
all
heard.
right,
I heard
bro.
it was a bit like of, like, Mexican taco shits, which
I thought
we've
if
all been
anybody was
through.
gonna pull out due to a fucking no, my tummy hurts. I thought it would have been fucking Kelvin
Kelvin,
Gastelum. Had too
yeah.
much fucking Mexican candy, Like
No,
what
I
the
think
fuck?
I think Kelvin Gastelum's stomach is it must be indestructible at this, but the inside of it anyway, not the outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say the inside. Yeah,
He can literally put anything in that belly and it just is
Poopy
he's
Godinez
immortal.
is crazy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that is fucking
Did she
insane.
actually officially take a shit in the end, or was it just
I I don't know. I heard her yapping about it in the corner. Or I didn't hear it because I didn't watch that fight. I heard people talking about it because I wasn't able to watch all the fights. We were
well,
on and off busy, and I was watching them
I
at
was
work.
definitely one of millions who was actually like I spent the entire round fixated on her pants, seeing if we could see anything
All
sagging
right,
or couldn't help it, man.
all right.
Yeah, but I didn't see anything that
You
suggested.
were just staring at her pants, huh?
Not the weirdest thing I've done, to be fair.
Brother. Oh, fuck, dude. It was a good card though. I mean, to be fair, like I think what my favorite fight on the card, purely just for how much money and how much nerves that there was behind it, was Costa versus C-Rod. My buddy, he he's kind of a casual fan. He just likes building parlays for the thrill and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, he's like, dude, I don't know who to pick on this one. I'm like, dude, trust me, Malik Wazell Costa. Whenever the C-Rod guy is fighting somebody who isn't undefeated in a prospect, he doesn't beat him. Like if he's fighting somebody with an ugly record, he's just gonna lose to them. He's like, dude, I don't know, man. Like I think C-Rod's really good. Look at the records, and he bases it a lot off of records. And I'm like, dude, fucking
Yeah, I
trust
got
me.
fooled as well.
I convinced him to bet Malik Wazell Costa on a parlay, and we were watching that fight. Like we were glued to it. I'm so happy we weren't fucking busy, because dude, we were watching it in the lobby. They have a TV in the lobby.
Alright.
We were watching it. Oh man, that was so fucking good. We were so hyped.
It's good when you can do that at work, when you can get paid to watch UFC. It's especially like
Occasionally,
be able
yeah.
to do that. Yeah, when you can occasionally do that. Yeah, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Mizuko Costa because I was very fond of him when he came, and I've always got a what's that saying from Game of Thrones where he goes, "I love crippled bastards and broken things," or whatever. I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Costa for that reason, you know, him looking like a Rorschach test. But like the issue that I've got with him now is I seem to be on a really weird one with him. Like whenever I pick him, he loses, and whenever I pick against him, he wins. I've got a few fighters who are like that, and he seems to be the one who's consistently fucking me over at this point. So he broke my
Yeah.
first parlay, but he kind of ended up doing me a favor in the end because I think I had one parlay on that was, I think it was $25 that was going to turn into 300, and he was the only one that broke it. But then I did two
Yeah.
other parlays after that and ended up making 600. So it was, in a way, I should be thanking him because
Ooh,
I
another
would have run
fight.
away.
I
Yeah, I
gotta
would have
say,
run
sorry
away
to
with
butt
that
in.
winning.
Another fight,
Go ahead.
Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. We need to talk about that
Yeah,
because
go for it, man.
some controversy there. A lot of
Mhm.
people thought there was back of the head shots. From what I saw, I think they were all behind the ear, so technically legal. And it wasn't like Michael Chandler maxing where he was trying to hit the back of his head. He was trying to he wasn't doing it deviously. Like he was just like, oh shit, he's fucking shooting for a single. I'm gonna try my best to keep these legal. I'm trying to aim for his ear kind of thing.
That's what I felt.
And yeah, dude, Torres is he's got like he's either on the receiving end or he's giving a fucking highlight reel, dude.
Yeah,
Like
because he
his
tends to like
fight against Mata, did
yeah, you're
you
gone.
rewatch that elbow KO? That is one of the
Dirty.
nastiest elbow KOs you fucking ever see.
I mean, Motta's not exactly a world beater, but the finish was still disgracefully horrible.
Oh, dude, he fucking the way he elbowed him and the way like he just fell. I'm not trying to sound like Joe Rogan, dude. The way he fell back, no, like,
Mm.
dude, genuinely, the way he just fucking slammed onto the side of the cage and the floor.
It was
I
like an
was like, oh
MVK.
shit. Yeah, I was like, it's one of those ones where normally I watch a knockout, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. But like I watched this one and I was just like, oh shit. Like I'm
Yeah,
actually
it was
analyzing
brutal.
details of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I think with Torres, he's a bit of a funny one as well because when he's doing what he does well, it works. But he tends to
Hmm.
overextend and leave himself exposed a little bit. So he's gonna have a career that's full of this, where he's gonna spark people out or he's gonna get chinned because he just has that kind of style. But
I
in
think he something I noticed, and I only noticed this after Guru said it in his recap. I think there was a moment in the fight where he was kind of at a higher pace, and then you can kind of see him like physically, like he notices it and he kind of brings himself back a little bit. That's good. I like those improvements. I really like
yeah.
those improvements
He
a
he
lot.
he did overextend a couple of times, but you're right. He did look a little bit he went in there saying he was gonna be a little bit more measured, and he mostly achieved that,
Hmm.
I think. So, there's definitely promise there, but there was still a couple of times where he could have been caught out. And, yeah, let's just say he was on the right end of it this time, but and I'm
Yeah.
with you as well. I thought the back of the head he was clearly aiming for the side of the head. And I was
Yeah, I
saying
mean,
earlier
if
on
his intentions were to throw back of the headshots, he could have made them a lot dirtier. Like if we're
yeah,
being real, like it would have been super easy to literally just because he's kind of I'm doing the motion right now. I don't have my camera on, but he's kind of like hammer fisting, right? But if
yeah.
he wanted to, he'd just be doing straight punches to the back of his head. I don't think he was intentionally trying to hit
And
Dober
they
in
were
the back
kinda
of the head.
side swings as well. So
Hmm.
he was kinda trying to swing around the face. It was very clear
Right.
to me, and we were talking about this earlier on with, City Life. It's like, when someone's flopping around on the ground like that,
Yeah.
you're gonna unintentionally smack someone in the back of the head, and I think that's where the distinction has to be made. You know, when clearly
A
not
fight
intent.
I do wanna see, uh, Malik Wazell Costa versus Drew Dober, because I wanna know what would happen. Like, does Drew Dober, does his inner demons take over and he just beats the fucking shit out of him, or does he get scared? Like,
Nah,
how do you think that works?
Drew Dober only beats up black people, we know that.
Well, I mean,
Literally
what do
it.
you know? Like, Malik Wazell Costa, dude, which one is he?
Oh, yeah, I guess well, no, but he's more like he's definitely got 2 shades to them. I guess he could well, I guess so.
Yeah, dude,
That's a
does he
good
beat
point,
does Drew
actually.
Dober beat? I think it goes to a draw, honestly.
Double KO.
Yeah, double KO.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
we've gotta see that now. We've gotta know if this is real or not, because that would answer a lot of questions. That
Also,
really would.
I think a double retirement fight that maybe I don't wanna see one of them retire, but for Dober, for sure. I wanna see Dober versus, Michael Johnson. I think that'd be a really good fight. They've both been around for a long ass time. They're both getting up there and are not getting up there. Drew Dober's getting up there. MJ's been up there.
Mhm,
Maybe if MJ wins, I which I mean, who knows because he's fighting Dober. Maybe if MJ wins, he can keep sticking around for these legend matchups, you know.
mm.
But like I think Dober for sure, regardless of the outcome of the fight, should retire after his next one. I think he's got one more. I just don't think he should be sticking around taking a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think I'm more on the side of when fighters get to a certain age, you know, when they get, like, over 37, 38, I think
Hmm.
they should kinda be paired up with other 37, 38-year-olds. Because it's like
Unless if they're in the heavier weight classes, like
or
heavyweight or light heavyweight.
yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When
No,
someone
I know.
highlight of their career, they've gotta stop feeding these guys to, like, hungry monsters just to get their names on their record because it's
Yeah. Like I'm
pathetic.
not trying to see Kevin Vallejos fight fucking Clay Guida. Like that's not fair to fucking Clay
Exactly,
Guida.
and they keep
You
doing that, and
know,
it's just it's a nasty way, yeah, to, like 'cause I understand why they do it. They're paying these guys a lot of money, so they're thinking, "Well, if we're paying them a lot to
gonna get the
show and to
value.
win, we might as well put them in with somewhere that we can then elevate as a st." I get the reasoning behind it. It's just not
Hmm.
work though, and they need to cut it out. Before we continue on with that for a second, we
Yep.
obviously heard that the Prates fight has
Ah,
been
fuck!
cancelled.
I can't have shit, dude. I
Yeah,
can't have shit.
another, like I mean, it's not ideal news, but let's assume that for here and now that they don't rebook that fight immediately, which I've heard is a possibility.
Hmm.
Who else would you put against Prates? Because Prates is suggesting Ian Gary. Do you have somebody in
Um,
mind who you think would
I think somebody who would be willing to step in and save it, or are you talking about somebody who's willing to try and make the weight on 3 weeks' notice, and will
well,
try and
we know that Prates has been moved off the card already.
oh, okay, he's been oh,
They've already said he's
dude,
not
if they're
fighting.
gonna rebook him like just a couple weeks later, maybe not just rebook Jeff Neal, dude. Fuck it, Wonder Boy. Why not? Wonder Boy. A lot of
Mm.
people are gonna hate that matchup for Wonder Boy, but fucking why not, man? Fuck it.
Yeah. I think
I don't
Wonder
like it
Boy's
for Wonder Boy, but that or Luque or MVP,
do you really
Ian
wanna put
Gary
Luke do
maybe.
you wanna really put Brain Bleed Luke in there with Prates?
Yeah, because I want to see him retire and stop getting hurt. Because I think after the Themba win, he's gonna be thinking, yeah, I still got it, and then he's just gonna. I think it kind of reignited him. Just I want to reshut that down because I don't want to see Luque get too fucked up.
Yeah. No, fair enough. How you doing in the granite? What's good, my boy?
Hey, dude, Frankie, dude, how you doing?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Dude, it's
How
really
much
nice to see young kids like you up here, doing your stream, dude. I mean, dude, like when I said kid, dude, I don't mean kid because I'm from Boston, dude. We call even grown men, we call each other kid, dude. But you're a real savage, and Noodle, it gives me a lot of hope for this next generation. Noodle is a real savage too, and dude, I'm just really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be growing my YouTube community, dude. I'm really close to being monetized as well. And dude, the call last night. Well, take it away, good noodle.
Thank you for your kind words. The card last night was
Dude,
phenomenal.
the
I
call last
think
night was so good, dude. And Brandon Moreno and ERCEG, dude, those two kids are savage.
I'm getting like
yeah.
in the granite and Mike Tyson combined together.
They had crafted, but my boy Drew
Oh, I think he died.
Fucking was that no show?
No, I think that was in the granite.
It wasn't in the granite. It wasn't.
I think it was.
I don't think it was.
It sounded just like him to me. I don't know what you're talking about. That
Fuck,
did not sound like no show.
I'm sick of fucking getting tricked. Anyway, MVP versus Prates. What do you reckon of that?
I don't. I want Prates to win that, but I also want MVP to win because here's my thing. I would feel bad if MVP came over to the UFC and got kind of like the Michael Chandler, where he was really good in Bellator and these other promotions. He was a fucking monster, but he got to the UFC at the end of his career, you know. But at the same time, I think it's better for the sport if Prates wins, and I would want Prates to win that. But I think that's a pretty even matchup. That's a tricky fight for both of them.
Yeah,
Really tricky fight.
I think it could be a potential Prates hype killer as well, because I think the way that I mean, obviously it would be purely stand up, and I think
Yeah.
MVP poses those kind of problems. You know, just keeping the distance, a lot of side kicks, a lot of. He could make that very tough for Prates and accidentally fraud check him without it being necessarily a good fight, and that's why I probably wouldn't want to see it. But
well, another thing is like I feel like Prates does that thing where it reminds me of I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of, but where he's kind of grabbing at your hands and he's kind of fucking with you. Like he did it to Radke. I think he did it to the Leech, and I think he did it to Trevin Giles. He does it in a lot of his fights where he's kind of grabbing at your hands, and he's kind of like he was grabbing at before he finished Radke, like 5 seconds before the finishing sequence. He was grabbing his hand and he was going like, "Ooh, what's up, dude? What's up?" And you can see him talking to Radke, and then he fucking blasts him with a knee up the middle. And I'm just sitting here like, "Holy shit!" Like, dude, like I don't know. That I thought that was savage, and I'm just kind of like he's when he's grabbing your hands, I think he's doing it to measure like distance and range. But oh god,
this is not going to be Gilly either, is it? Yeah,
oh.
fuck off, no chill. Sorry,
Either way, he does. He. I think he does it to measure the distance and whatnot. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's really cool that he does it. That he kind of has that.
Mhm.
I don't know. Wonder Boy's a dumb fight, but it still makes more sense. Kinda. I mean, it's a dumb fight for the context of Wonder Boy. Yeah, for Wonder Boy, it's a dumb fight. I agree. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if the UFC makes that. I mean, they're like, I think the UFC might try and make that because then they can really legitimize Prates. Like, then they can really argue, dude, he's 2 fights away from a title, and he is a fucking massive star. The fighting nerds in general are, all of them are superstars. Literally all of them. I at my work, there's people who are like casual UFC fans, and they know the fighting nerds. Like, these are the same type of people who like. I was like, dude, did you see Gene Silva fight Melsik Bagdasarian? And he's like, who's that? I was like, it's the dude he just finished a couple of weeks ago. And he's like, oh yeah, that guy. And I'm like, yeah, did you see him fight Charles Jourdain? And he's like, I think it was Charles Jourdain. And he's like, yeah, dude, I totally saw that. Or sorry, no, he was like, no. Oh god.
Yeah, dude, Frankie, dude, what's up, dude?
How's it going?
Bro, dude, it's going.
This is, oh, for fuck's sake.
No, show, fix your fucking internet, please.
Yeah, we'll keep,
either way.
Keep trying to let you in. I think that was Giuliano. I'm not sure anymore because No Chill does a really good everyone impression. But anyway,
yeah.
Sorry,
Gene Silva though, he fought I think it was it Charles Jourdain? Wait, that's the wrong Gene Silva. I'm trying to look up. I was telling him about his record. Yeah, I was like, dude, Charles Jourdain, did you see him fight that? And like, that's a good name. Like, I don't expect you to be, if you know Charles Jourdain, I don't expect you to be a hardcore. I just expect you to be paying attention. Doesn't know who Charles Jourdain is, doesn't even know who Bryce Mitchell is, but he knows Gene Silva. He knows the fighting nerds. They are superstars, dude. They are really good for the UFC. So I think if he beats Wonder Boy, he's looking for a top 5 and then a title eliminator. You know, like maybe he'll get JDM if he loses to Bilal. I think they might try and do that.
It's another risky one for me, though. You have the same issues with Wonder Boy as you do with MVP, in my opinion, with Prates, because it could be like another really dull fight. I think if you're going to put Prates in there, You put him in there with somebody that probably will strike, but will also be, even if he ends up getting fraud checked, at least it will be a fun fight. Whereas Wonderboy and MVP can kind of draw people into a very boring tactical exchange. So you kind of want the squeeze to be worth the juice, and that's what worries me about his next opponent. I like what John Dong is saying here, though. What do you reckon about Prates and Brian Battle? How do you reckon that one would go?
Oh, dude, he beats the fuck out of Brian Battle. Brian Battle couldn't handle fucking Randy Brown on the feet. He beats the fuck out of Brian Battle. I love
like
Brian Battle.
Yeah, I like
Brian Battle. I've interacted with him on Instagram. I love him. Even after his performance against Randy Brown, which a lot of people switched up on him because they were high on him after the Jusei performance. They were like, yeah, this dude's a superstar. I love this guy. And then he beat Randy Brown. A lot of people thought he lost, but he beat him. And then people were talking so much shit about him. They were like, yeah, fuck Brian Battle, dude. Dude, he's Marab maxing, he's fucking doing this. And I'm just like, dude, I still like Brian Battle, but I think he would get fucked up by
I don't know. I'm not
Prates.
as convinced. I think he'd lose, but I don't think he'd get destroyed. But Battle has a chin. I mean, I know Fakhretdinov absolutely destroyed him, which in hindsight looks really, really bad. At the time, it seemed like an acceptable loss.
No, I don't think he chins him, but I think up the body, like how he did Radke. I don't know why, but I feel like Brian Battle, there's something about him that gives me, like, for some reason I think he's weak to the body. I don't know why. But I think there was a moment in the Randy Brown fight where he got hurt to the body, and he also kind of got hurt to like on the chin. I don't know, dude.
Well, it's because he used to be really fat, wasn't he? He looked like Khalil. Remember how Khalil Roundtree used to look like? Really just like disgracefully morbidly obese. And then like he kind of shrink down to the size he is now.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
dude, finally I could join, dude. Like what? That show was like taking so long. Bro, Frankie, I went 10-2 on picks. Dude, and when picks and predictions tracker came out, really I did so good, dude. Bro, what are you talking about?
Carry on. Sorry, Giddy.
Sorry,
to interrupt you.
I had something.
No, dude, don't. Go ahead. Like Noodle needs his thing. Like, no, like listen, seriously. Like Noodle needs his time to shine. Like, go ahead.
That's not half bad, dude.
It's one of his best ones yet. I'll be real.
I swear,
when you came in the first time, I was convinced it was Giddy. I was. Sorry, carry on.
Dude, who do you think this is right now, dude? Come on, seriously.
Like
seriously. No, listen, dude. Who? Like, dude, come on. Do you think I'm pretending to be myself, dude? Did this fucking happen last time on someone else's?
You're right. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. What did you?
Dude, and Noodle, dude, you missed out on the Rising card, dude. It was all, dude. You should have watched it.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
It's actually fucking good though. Like that's the thing.
It really is. Sorry, what do you think about all this protest stuff, Giddy? How do you reckon that should go?
Bro, okay, with protests, okay, dude, listen. I think that he probably
add a couple more in there.
Dude, maybe like Michael Page, but dude, listen, Michael Page is a good fight, dude, and bro, Chrissy J, let's not just say dude, I think, dude, all the girls in my chat think that Michael Page should fight probably Carlos Prates next, but dude, seriously, like Jeff Neal was such a good fight, dude, and that shit always fucking happens, dude.
It does always happen.
Bro, seriously, dude.
Do you do anything you want to add to this? I can't do this, man.
I think Giuliano's right.
Good.
I think he's got a point.
Fuck off, No Chill.
What you mean?
Bro, the fucking switch, dude.
Bro, when you
like
said
he just hit puberty,
I fully believe this guy's a voice actor now. I thought he was talking shit the entire time. I fully believe it.
Nah, dude.
No, I'm really a janitor.
Nah, well, I could believe that as well.
No, I'm a Netflix. Nah, dude, I read shows on fucking Netflix.
Add a couple more in there, and I honestly probably wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
No, Chill. While you're here, how did that whole 24 hours doing whatever video people suggested thing go?
Not good. It went terribly. I really wish I did, bro. It went fucking awful. I have to make 68 fucking videos.
Well, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Wait, maybe like a few people would comment.
No, bro, come on.
That's
Wait,
68.
and you've got to do it in 24 hours, right?
No, there's 24 hours to take requests. I
Oh,
thought
right,
there'd be
okay.
like
Because I was
maybe
thinking,
8 or
wow, that's
9
gonna be a
comments
tall
on it.
order. Yeah, that's gonna be a tall. So what were the top few you're looking forward to, and what are the ones that are just?
I'm not looking
oh,
forward to
shit.
any of them. You guys are all fucked up. We got us a lot of
What's the
same.
worst
All
one?
right. So what are the
Yeah,
highlights
fucked
then?
up.
Give me 1 or 2 highlights from.
Okay, well, I mean, the only one I like is
least.
Hank's partner commented, or partner, it sounds like he's dating him.
It's fine. No, let's
but-
leave it at that. Let's leave it
It
there.
might
Hank's
be.
partner came on and
Skip
said, make a
that.
video on why Hank is the worst MMA YouTuber of all time. So I cannot wait to make that one. So that one's good. But then, you know, there's just some retarded shit like do the cinnamon challenge.
What's that?
Just
Oh,
fucking
what the
insane.
fuck?
It's where you just eat a bunch of raw fucking cinnamon or something, and
Like a
it's supposed
spoonful,
to
and
burn you.
it like almost killed people back in the day.
Dude, the top 100 fights outside of the UFC rank every single person who's ever competed in combat ever. I'm still not sure how to approach
No,
that
you can't.
one.
That's not possible.
It's it's mostly the fucking like hot wing challenges and all this bullshit that
It's
I
people
don't
trying to
want to
kill
do.
Not
you,
even
basically.
MMA related.
No, none of it's MMA related. People there, they just want to see me die.
I mean,
Fucked up.
I don't want to deliver any news or anything, but you kind of had it coming though, haven't you, for a little bit?
What the fuck?
You can't be that-
Adult
can't be
film
that
with Chris Cyborg? How am I supposed to do that?
Adult, bro.
Wait, what was
How am I
that?
supposed to make an adult film with Chris Cyborg?
I don't think No Chill's gay, guys. Come on now.
It's really a difficult thing for me to do.
Oh, no, I'm more looking forward to you trying to shoot your shot than anything else.
Do the best white fighter of all time.
These are actually great video ideas. I'm sorry, I don't know why.
What women's MMA fighter would you like to marry, and then what women's MMA fighter would you cheat on your wife with?
These are great. I don't know why you're complaining, mate. You've been given gold for the next like 12 months.
Do
should
109
thank
push-ups and eat the hottest chip with ice spice. Some of these are just retarded, Frankie.
All right, that one's a bit much.
Peyton Talbot challenge. What the fuck's the Peyton Talbot challenge? Put a vacuum in my ass. Come on.
No,
I think it's put a vape up your bum.
Put a vape in your ass. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's cold. That's cold.
I'm gonna be looking forward to that one.
Fast for 7 days and show your body.
I've done that before. It actually works. I was nearly dead at the. I did 10 days actually. I was nearly dead at the end of it, and then I ended up putting it all back on. How you doing in the granite? Sorry, carry on. Was that so? Any others? I think those are all brilliant ideas, mate. I mean, some of them are clearly, yeah.
Woe Black Betty's the only one I'm not doing. In-depth breakdown on why the Holocaust is a lie. I'm not doing that.
I think you might get arrested if you do that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Betty wants to see you get, well, not just demonetized.
I want to see No Chill. Can I add a suggestion late though?
No, I have to make fucking 68
Come on,
videos,
just
and I
one
lost
for
the
the
bet
one
to
time.
Juliana, which was a
I just want you
fucking
to do
robbery.
Carlos Barza versus Rose Namajunas rewatch and break it down. Who really won?
Vinny couldn't do 57 days without crack, not yet alone fucking food. Come on.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
Where has Vinny disappeared to these days?
He was on yesterday talking about
Was he?
how dude he denies. So after Hank pulled up his arrest records on the stream through
Hank did that?
Yes. So
maybe Hank ain't so bad after all.
Wow. Sorry. Okay. Wait, this is gonna take a completely different turn. Go ahead.
Vinny came on to disprove everything, but then he just pretty much admitted to all of it, and then he also said that he used to date his stepsister.
I'm sorry. What?
He admitted to dating.
That
his
is such a
stepsister.
Vinny
Isn't
thing
he
to
like
do.
this Muslim
Interesting.
supremacist? He's really
But he took it as like a good thing.
I mean, it's a stepsister. Though. I mean, I don't want to incriminate myself or anything, but like,
No, Frankie.
No, Frankie,
Dude,
stop.
freaky as fuck. I don't
Stop.
care if you're not blood related. If you're raised as a teenager with the
oh no, I didn't hear that part.
like
I
your
thought it was like,
sister.
their parents got married and then they were introduced and then they were like in their 30s or whatever. I don't know.
No,
He's
not
wild.
even then, bro. That's still weird because you're still technically like step siblings. I don't
I don't
care.
want to take up
You
too
haven't
much
been
of your
raised-
stream.
No, I
Frankie.
get what No Chill's saying about being the raised together, and then that's a bit fucked. But I'm saying if you're raised
all of it.
together as teenagers, that's a different thing. I thought it was like, sorry, I had that totally mixed up in my mind. Sorry, carry on. Yeah, So what were these charges that were? Let's get into this. Fuck it. Why not?
What his charges?
Yeah.
Are you? I mean, you can here. You want the link to his arrest reports?
Yeah, go on then.
He was on $130,000 bond for all sorts of crazy. But dude, then he said all the charges were
Exposing
dropped.
himself to a minor.
Public. No, he didn't expose himself to a minor. Jesus. But drug
Sure.
possessions with intent to sell, marijuana possessions over 20 grams, public order failure to use a two-way communication. Oh yeah, public order crime, using a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony, child neglect without great bodily harm. He just posted on $130,000 bond, and he just got out last year.
Wow, this just suddenly gets all that more interesting. I didn't realize it was. I mean, I don't really know that much about him. I'll be real.
He's not that. He's just a pathological liar. It's not that interesting to me, but it's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude. He really does live up to, like, he's like this Muslim supremacist or whatever. I mean, I know it's stepsister, but still, I mean.
Well, he also admitted that he
close.
used to be Jewish too. He used to be atheist,
Ooh.
Christian, Jewish.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
He said a Jewish girl converted him to Judaism by giving him bacon every day.
He got pussy whipped into being Jewish. Are you serious?
Which doesn't make he just lies, dude. He makes everything up. Okay, he'll go on his stream and be like, I can eat these hot fucking peppers, but then he won't eat the seeds, the only fucking hot part of the pepper. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I've only seen the impression thing he did with Hank, which was difficult to watch.
Oh, you would, dude.
Difficult to watch.
Oh man,
I saw like 10 minutes of it. I was like, I can't. They were in the throes of, like, I think they were doing. It was a TV show or something. No, it was.
Oh
what was
my
it?
god, I loved that. Were you the two? There was two viewers in that. I guess it was me and you, but there's two people. Well, Andrew was popping in and out too, but you know,
Yeah, I was in
that
there.
type of content
I was in there for like 10 minutes. I think they
let's
were
just
doing.
say that type of content is good for Andrew, but maybe not for people not like Andrew.
I guess I was in there for an uncomfortably long time, I guess, then, so maybe there's some questions to ask about me in it, but
perhaps they did like 2.5 hours of
extra chromosome?
impressions.
Potentially 2.5 hours. No, I was
Yeah.
literally there for like 10 minutes, and I heard, like, I can't remember what it was. It was like they were doing characters from a TV show.
I introduced Vinny to Hank, right? So I put them on
Oh,
stream.
you did that and then stepped back and just watched the flames,
yes,
yeah?
exactly. That's
You
what
are
I did.
scum. That is a
introduced
typical
them.
Ocho
No, that's
move.
always what I do. I'm always Jewing about. Always.
I thought they were good friends. Why did Hank pull up his arrest reports?
No, I don't know, dude. He just because his broadcast partner is like, you pull him up. It's not a dude. He publicly admits all of that stuff. It's not anything interesting. But
yeah, it's funny though, getting like your charges written out and then turning up and going no, and then admitting to all of it and then going, oh yeah, and I fucked my stepsister as well. That's just such a Vinny thing to do. Like what I've seen of him.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're not fucking blood related, you pussies.
Dude,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Chrissy
You
J.
guys aren't blood
Oh,
related.
wow. Is that fucking kissing baby girl? That's a damn. Dude, just like
You gotta stop this shit, bro.
Does Giddy drop the baby girls in there as well? I didn't realize he
Yeah,
was a
he
baby
drops
girl
some
guy.
baby girls.
Yeah, dude, he drops it all the time.
But
He's
Vinny
like,
saw
he'll be
Hank
like,
doing
bro,
impressions, right? And Hank is who
wait,
he is.
baby girl.
I like Hank. Me and his broadcast partner were talking about Hank. We were like, yeah, I mean, we always gotta forgive. If Hank ever messes, you gotta forgive him because him and Andrew B can't be too far apart, right? You gotta be kind to someone like that. Vinny goes on, he's like, dude.
No, I think we should. I think instead of referencing Andy B in this context, we should just go for
Chris
the
Gray.
DJ. No, we'll do
DJ
DJ.
Aiden.
Let's go DJ. Aiden. I think that's fairer.
Well, yeah, I think Andrew B is, I would say, more intellectual than DJ Aiden by a good margin.
I've heard more like
compliment
facts
to
from
Andrew.
like Andrew B than I have DJ Aiden. Like I've heard like actual like bro. Sometimes Andrew B actually spits bars.
Vinny hops on the stream and immediately goes into, bro, dude, like, Hank, I think I love you. You're the most talented person I've ever met in my entire life. This dude is like a god. You should have your own television show, dude. Like I hate all these dullards, and then there's people like Hank who are just so entertaining.
No, we've got to give what's his name, DJ Aiden, full credit for scaring Paradox off the internet.
Yeah.
because the
I
sport
understand.
level job that he did on Paradox was just like, fuck this, I'm not coming on
But
YouTube.
Vinny
anymore.
has an infatuation with Hank until, well, he still has an infatuation with Hank, but it's fading ever since I told him that Hank was Jewish. Now it goes in and out.
What, Vinny?
Yeah, after I
I
told
love
Vinny
I love
Hank-
that you brought them together and then you slipped off to the side and were just whispering things in both their ears. This is a typical.
That's I always Jew around like that. Everyone should know that.
Wait, well, can I ask you this? Are you DJ Aiden? Can I just ask that outright and up front right now?
Yeah, I am. I don't
We've
think
had the unfortunate experience of watching DJ Aiden dance as a tutu on stream.
Can you say happy birthday to me?
No, I think DJ Aiden came on one time ever, and then No Chill has just been like gaslighting the
No,
entire
he
community.
comes on.
He's came on like 3 or 4 different times, at least that I've seen.
He came on like 70 different times. And one time, you know, his dad, and I used to think he was playing a character, honestly, just because of how absurd he is. But because one day, right, I just out of nowhere, like he's very nonverbal. One day he just comes on the stream, he shows his dad, and his dad says, "Hey DJ," right? And he says, "You guys want to see my dance?" And I go, "Yeah, DJ, let's see your dance." And he flips back to him and like doing all these weird stripper things in a tutu on stream.
Yo, look, Captain Raspucho in.
Hang on a sec. Carry on.
No,
Yo, how's it going?
What to
What's
think?
up, dude?
Hey, Captain Afucho.
Yo, what's up?
Probably Captain's probably listening to
You got
this.
someone behind you.
What
Who's
is going on?
behind you?
No, that's my little brother. That's my little brother.
Oh, nice, Afucho.
Okay.
That's little Refugio. Yeah, how's it going, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Sorry about that.
Oh, I like
know
that profile picture a lot.
Yeah, this profile picture looks nothing like you, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
You look very happy in it. It's very nice.
This is before and after YouTube Refugio.
Yes.
Very, very nice,
Yes.
Afucho.
Yeah, that was very
All right, Frankie, I don't want to take up too much of your stream. Plus, I got to take a shit. But thank you for having me on, like always.
No, thanks for stopping by, man. You're always welcome. Thanks for catching us all up on the law, man. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, just in case you're missing it. All right, have a good one, dude.
You too, brother.
Oh man.
You know, that was good. I've got a lot to catch up on in general. How you doing anyway, Captain?
Yeah, I'm doing good right now, but I just wanted to tell you that, I mean, I'm sorry about all this mess right now, but I gotta tell you for this one. I mean, London, you had to take note because I know that Mexico got a lot of expectations to go for like for the audience, because I understand about like the hype, all the athletes, but I mean that UFC Mexico City, it became so much bigger than expected. I mean, there was a lot of Latin American talent, including from Mexico, Peru, Brazil, and the only thing, because, well, between for like at this one, because I always thought that, well, Brandon Moreno is just like one of the characters the movie Superbad, which is Crystal Mint Please, and then Steve ERCEG just looked like one of the Mission Martial Arts version of Steve Carell, but I understand about that.
He somehow looks like an uglier Steve Carell as well. Which is
Ooh,
a more retarded Steve Carell. Yeah, he
be
does.
easy on my boy ERCEG. Fuck you.
He looks like a
Let's go.
fucking cracked out.
he
Steve
looked
Carell.
he looked like it exactly, but you know, I'm very happy that Brandon Moreno gives really a lot, because he had the audacity, he had the speed, but you know what? I mean, still, as he reminds like a mother version of Dominic Cruz. I mean, he actually, after L after L after L, that, I mean, what is going to happen? I mean, after that, to see all those 5 rounds, I really understand that between from Brandon Moreno versus Steve ERCEG. I mean, Brandon Moreno has a lot of speciality, a lot of speed, a lot of intensity, but of course, I mean, I was really like very disappointed with like also the power, but he takes like a lot of advantage.
I think he's really good. I think he's technically really good. I just want to see him let his hands go more. Like if he lets his hands go more, I think he can beat a lot of these guys at the top. But unfortunately, he's got to be looking down the rankings as far as, you know. I mean, he's lost to Pantoja, he lost to Kai Kara France and Brandon Moreno. He's got to fight like, I don't know, Asua Mabayev, Temirov, someone down. You know?
Yeah, he got pushed up way too early, way too fast. I mean, I can understand why they did it, because flyweight's not exactly rife with contenders, but after he lost the first
well, Well, if they want to fix
fight.
flyweight, what you do is you tell Figueiredo if he loses his next fight, or even if he wins, because he's still going to be waiting a long time, for a title shot at 135. You tell him, hey, one last payday, come down to fucking. He's getting older. Figueiredo's getting older. Come back down to flyweight. We'll have you fight Pantoja while the rest of the division figures itself out. They could have done the same with Cejudo before they matched him up with Song Yadong. Maybe give him a title eliminator with somebody, just so that the division can kind of figure itself out.
Yeah, how's it going in Grenade?
You know, while you figure out like a clear top contender for, Pantoja. Because right now
You
there's
need
no
to give
real
the
clear
title
contender.
shot to Manel Cap and just get it over with. What are we doing here? The only one who's entertaining.
Yeah, I mean,
Give him the
exactly.
title shot. It's not
It's
that
like
hard.
one of those divisions that's suffering from the champion being too good. Like
Mhm.
it's unfortunate, but like Pantoja's just too good. He's already wiped out the division and he's doing it again. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I know it's very crazy because he felt like he relied very too much on the other hand. But despite he was like spending the steel length the most of it because they do wish like to use more jabs and miss it at all. Because I understand that what are those fights are still ERCEG. I mean, they have zero in Jersey, and there's some other reason. I mean, there's much very closer to either the fight. I mean, probably they just wanted to think about it. And between for like the switch of that pan strip, that a lot of this dynamic straight clean, but you can hear like it coming in his hands and still like whenever that he goes to the back, like he's all head moving. I mean, opening down and opening what slimmer to the left. I mean, some people that just really feel bad for ERCEG. I mean, they just nearly beat because they got a knockout. I mean, he's currently Brandon Moreno is super talented because he hopes to get a really step down to the fight is somewhere to rank like 10, 15. But I would say that because that was like at the peak of his career. But I would have to say that I mean they're still close to the fight. I mean, some of those people they're gonna hate watching the fight because round number 3, number 4, I mean, they're just getting really right there for him because they're just really like Brandon flurries, but they're just getting within the president in the bench so they're giving back. And that defense doesn't win anything rounds. But Moreno is very dark, super dark, because they might be able to push it like really too early at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we said, it's a difficult situation. I can see why we got into this situation, but after ERCEG got slumped out by
Kai Kara.
France, he shouldn't have been getting
Yeah,
Moreno
Kai
next. That
Kara.
makes no sense. It's like you get flatlined by Kai Kara France, and then they put you in there with arguably one of the best flyweights ever. It makes no sense to me.
I'm just happy he didn't get finished a second time in a row. Like, and I don't
just got
want him to have the
outclassed.
Dominic Reyes treatment where he has a really good fight with the champion, a very tough fight for him, and a very tough champion, a very dominant champion, and then he goes on a spiral, after having a really competitive fight. I mean, I thought Reyes won clearly. I mean, that was just a straight up robbery, but with ERCEG versus Pantoja, it's arguably it can go to either guy. It was a very competitive fight. It wasn't quite as I'm not trying to insinuate that it was as bad a robbery as Dominic Reyes versus John Jones, but my thing is competitive, close fight.
Wait, did
and
you
then
win that
ERCEG's
fight? Just to
I
clarify.
think yeah, I think I think after rewatching it a couple times, I think it's I still close fight. You can argue certain rounds for ERCEG, like definitely 2, 3, and 4. I thought you could give to ERCEG. Either way, close fight, extremely competitive. I wanted to see ERCEG, win, especially because nobody knew who the fuck he was at the time. Like, not a lot of people knew who ERCEG was, and for him to
needs to be
come out, and
fighting
if he
down
would have
now, though.
won, oh, dude, that would have been sick for him.
Right, if they give him Manel Cap now, yeah, I'm gonna be so mad, and they probably will.
Who, ERCEG?
Yeah.
Oh no! Give him. He needs to fight somebody on the
Somebody down. He needs to fight somebody between. I think Granite's saying 6 through 16. I don't hate that in general. Somewhere
I
between.
think he should be fighting either Asakura,
Mhm.
Temirov, or Almabayev, or fuck it, dude. Honestly, Tagir. You can fight Tagir or Tim Elliott. You can
Tagir,
fight some of
here's the thing. Tagir, I prefer it because here's the thing. Here's what it should have been. Yeah, it should have been Pantoja versus Marab. It should have been Kai Kara France versus Cap, and then we need to get the 2 Japan lads fighting, and flyweight is sorted for the next couple of months.
No, you don't. I don't think you put Tatsuro Taira versus Kaya Sakura. I think what you can do is you can do Pantoja versus Marab. You can do what we said Kai Kara France versus Manel Cap. You can do I think you can do Taira versus Moreno. You can do Royval versus like No, Amir Albazi doesn't deserve it.
This is what
But
I'm saying. It
before,
gets messy.
Probably.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
something though. If Kai Kara France wins the belt, then it's all worth it. Because if we get him and Cap for the title, that's gonna be fucking.
oh, dude, that's
payoff
gonna
is
be
gonna
so
be
good.
enormous.
The build up,
Yeah.
the shit talking. Oh man,
Yeah, the payoff
be
will
so
be
good.
enormous. Especially if it leads to Cap. I just want Cap to have the title.
Yeah.
I want
think that
Cap to
hands
have
down
I
saves
want him to say
flyweight.
it again. You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
he will.
but I just wanted to tell her about like Kaya Sakura. I mean, that could be really happen. The good one because he had a jaw-breaking power. He has both hands, especially right there the bombs. I mean, not very quiet, it's very hard as a guy like Lineker, but he hits very hard in like 125 in the UFC today because
He's
he
powerful.
was precisely powerful. But the bad thing is his head movement is not consistent, and he needs to improve his heavy on the sled. But he can chew up. I mean, like Kyochi did like a rematch. I mean, he's not very good shin, but he almost get a takedown defense that's coming at the same high level grappler. Something very tenacious, another takedown would take the best chance at it down. But I know he's very famous at it all because that's basically they just wanted to take it about it. I mean, he has dynamic striking, knockout power. He just blasts back in 2019 against Kyoji Haraguchi, has the confidence, charm. He became like a cultural icon, but it's one of those natural fighters that you see in every anime show because he just trained like learn how to fight during this for a fight. There's some like Bear from Dragon Ball and the Kodiak Soldiers. I mean, I would just like he couldn't do to sport because after the street fight, I mean, I gotta tell her about it because I know that it became something like more educated that all the fans can want it to.
Yeah.
It's just it's a tough division, honestly. It's like I think you can get away with having Asakura fight someone up the rankings. Honestly, give it if you want to give him a layup, Tim Elliott. I think. Or Tagir.
Tim Elliott isn't really a layup for anyone though. He's gonna be problems.
Dude, Tim Elliott's fucking I'm sorry. The only reason why he beat Tagir Ulanbekov is because he cheated. He's not that good.
I just don't.
Dude, where is Tim? When's the last time Tim Elliott fought? Well, how's he? Hold on.
It's been a minute.
How's he still ranked, brother? Let me look.
I mean, flyweight.
Subidawerji last year.
Did he win?
He won. Arm triangle, first round.
Yeah, fuck it, right.
December 9th, 2023.
Well, if he's
wait, no, not even last.
Chandler's
Was
ranked.
2023. Holy shit!
If
How's he still
Chandler's
ranked?
He should be ranked, mate. Chandler's 10, bro.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I fucking hate Chandler. Fuck Chandler. He
Yeah.
tried to cheat against Charles Oliveira, and Charles Oliveira is like my all-time favorite fighter. Like I, literally my favorite fighter ever, and just the way Chandler blatantly cheated against him. Like dude, fuck Chandler. I hate Chandler so much.
I still think at least he's getting a more like.
At least they're like feeding him to build the company, you know, with Patty. Like it's gonna.
They probably
benefit
don't
him
think they
when he
are, but they
loses.
are. I think Paddy's gonna destroy him.
I think Patty. Unironically, I think Patty's the guy to submit him. Weirdly enough, a lot of people are like, "Well, Charles couldn't submit him," and I was like, "Yeah, it's different types of grappling, though. Like I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but I could see Patty submitting him with like a triangle or some shit, like an arm triangle."
And then Michael Chandler gets a title shot afterwards somehow.
Yeah, and then he gets a title shot after being.
Or he gets
like
Gaethje. He
2-5.
gets Gaethje 2 for like.
Yeah, Gaethje rematch.
Isn't he like 2-6 in the organization now? He shouldn't even be.
He's
in the
2-5 right now. He's about to be
2-5?
2-6 after Patty.
Oh,
yeah, that's.
I honestly think he's. I don't count the Tony Ferguson win, but so I say really 1-5, not 2-5. But
Sorry, I'm just mesmerized by what Black Betty's saying about Cap at the moment. He says because he eye poked him, he doesn't deserve anything. Very upset by that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
That's
we're gonna
why I love
fucking play that game. Like okay, because he fucking eye poked him as if he
I
wasn't
always
already on
agree,
his way to finishing.
agree with Betty. I always agree with Betty, but I knew this day was gonna come. That is just a wrong take, bro. Cap can do whatever he wants. When you talk that much, when you go up like that,
Betty,
embarrass him.
you've taken it too far with that comment. You can go fuck yourself, buddy.
You've gone too far.
Sorry,
buddy.
go fuck yourself, bud. Oliveira.
He does have Gyno as well. To be fair, he does have Gyno. Like he's got a.
Oliveira?
No, Cap does have a titty on him.
Yeah, Cap, but
But again,
when
I
it's
get
my
that. I go
okay,
there.
why these are the same people? I'm actually no, I don't know about Betty, but a lot of the people who are shitting Cap for having
He's not
Gyno are the
shitting on.
same
He's not
people.
shitting on Cap, but he's right though. I mean, Cap is clearly.
I'm not saying in Black Betty's case, but I'm saying a lot of people online who are shitting on Cap for having the fucking Gyno are the same people who were fucking dead silent about Izzy having Gyno.
I mean, he could have cancer, bro. Let's not get like.
Yeah, he could have cancer. What if he just smokes a lot of weed? Chadwick Boseman, dude.
Possibly. I'm not ruling anything out at this point. But no, I think just the reason why I'm just to close off on flyweight before we move on to what's going on at lightweight. We need him to do because flyweight is such a heavily skilled division, but it's lacking personality. And I think if we could have someone like Cap at the top who's bringing that heat to every single title fight, would be exactly what the division needs. Which is why I want to see it. I know he's a cheating little cunt. Like,
yeah,
he's just so entertaining. Sorry, back onto Michael Chandler and Paddy Pimblett, and that I think you're in the middle.
I can see like a triangle after Paddy gets knocked down and Chandler does his retarded fight IQ song and dance that he always does in every single fight he's in, where he somehow fumbles the finish after knocking Paddy on his ass, and then he gets triangle submitted. And I'm not talking just he taps. I'm saying he gets choked unconscious, dead.
That would be
he
wonderful.
Dies.
Tongue sticking out of his mouth. That would be amazing.
And he's like fucking spitting up blood, twitching on the canvas. You don't get to get off easy after doing that to Oliveira. Not in my book, brother.
No, I have to agree with that. So what a lot of people are talking about this, and we might as well readdress this while Captain's here.
Yeah.
Ilia Topuria, that whole fucking shit show. What do you think should be next for him?
Oliveira or Islam?
Oh, between for like the next fight, that will probably between Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira, because it all depends for like all the fighters, because he was like very disciplined as it happens, because they're not gonna bet so much happening because if they're gonna go Islam or go to Charles Oliveira, but between for like this one, he was training to the fight because they both scare him. They both scare him because I know that it's gonna be like really happened, but I really think that one of the most like fights that never gonna see the coming between Ilia Topuria versus Arman Takshian. I mean, probably they deserve like the next shot, especially that isn't not like stand-up contender as said before, like nearly because they're gonna do reboot that a fight or make it like a fight for everything. Because
no, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen now. Yeah, they're gonna do Islam Makhachev versus Justin Gaethje. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me.
They're gonna do that.
But you think that they're gonna do title eliminator between Sarukian and Topuria?
No.
I
think they'll do. I think you're right with that. I think they'll do Sarukian and Oliveira.
Yeah, but between for this one, I mean, I can definitely I'm gonna be fine with Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira, because that could be like a really exciting matchup. Because some of those people, they were not very confident in Charles' defense and had movement to avoid Topuria's bombs, and I'm not very sure how Ilia Topuria can handle Charles Oliveira's submission and grappling. I mean, that should be like something either they're gonna be really scared, but it's just like at a high risk for Charles and no reward. I mean, if it's finished, I mean, he's gonna get it like at a title shot. But I know that Islam Makhachev probably doesn't care about this fight, even know what's happening or not.
Another rematch,
But move it. I mean, the only that makes really sense right now is between Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria. But definitely, I get that everyone loves Charles, but he clearly scared to face Ilia because they know they have the tough matchups, and that's a lost realism.
I love both of them so much, and I don't know if I want to see them fight because of how big a fan I am of both of them. I'm still a bigger fan of Oliveira than I am Ilia, but it is scary to me because it's like, dude, these are two of my favorite fighters of all time.
Especially
somebody's getting finished, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like, because I remember he called out Michael Chandler because of audacity, because that could like be like a title shot that he refused to fight both. But I know that it's better for the both like a legacies if it can beat at anyone at the top 5 that makes fight appear much competitive. I mean, it's very able to get it like it is so much largely a discussion, but it had to make sense because I know this is gonna be like at the gains of maybe Gage or like at the title and eliminator, but I know that they wanted to cut the shot back because he wants to fight against a ranked contender. So they wanted to bring it out to the pitchforks. I mean, that anyone could have best shot everything because he got the power, skills to finish standing up. The problem is Charles Oliveira is more smarter that this would have been forced to fight to the ground where he's absolutely a monster. That could be this problem.
Mm. Oh, okay. So, Noodle, what do you think of what Hustlebones is saying over here?
I don't know, man. It's just it's a tough situation, you know. It's like I think it should be Ilya versus Charles.
Oh, is it? Okay,
I think it
Charles,
should be
done.
Sarukian versus Gaethje, and then I think just have. Oh wait, no, but you can't have Islam sit out because he didn't like. Hold on, give me a second.
I think Islam is going to sit out anyway. I think that's what we're facing.
But if they want to keep him active,
he probably won't be back until October, November, or whatever. He only fights twice a year. He's already done it once.
So book Sarukian versus Gaethje.
I don't hate that.
Oliveira versus Ilya, and if Gaethje wins, he can get a title shot. If Armin wins, down the line, Armin wins, he can get a title. I think the winner of Gaethje versus Armin is immediate title shot, and then the winner of Ilya versus Charles can wait to get the winner of
you maybe do it a little bit further down the year.
So like January next year.
But then we don't see Ilya for the rest of the year, pretty much.
That's fine though, because I mean,
it gives him time to bulk up to 155, I guess, or to bulk properly.
I agree. Yeah,
he's a very small. I don't know. I just don't want to see Gaethje get a title shot after getting sparked out by Holloway. And then claiming that was a fucking
exhibition. Like fuck off, Gaethje, dude. I've always hated Gaethje. I've never
liked him. I've liked him as a fighter. I like
his fighting style, and I like him as a fighter. I like watching him, but he is insufferable as a person. He was talking so much shit to Charles Oliveira in the build up to that. I was just like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? You have fucking issues with Oliveira? Nobody has issues with Oliveira. What? Like, fuck off with that.
I think Islam should be getting. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I need to put like a lot of stop to like the DC fights because, to be honest, right now, who can beat against Islam Makhachev? I mean, they wanted to offer like the DC fights. I mean, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I guess what we'll do then is we'll round off what with kind of. We could talk about what's happening at lightweight, I guess, unless there's something else you guys want to bring to the fold. Sorry,
welterweight. Welterweight's a fucking real interesting fucking division right now. Probably the most competitive welterweight's ever been in terms of skill, in my opinion. And a lot of people are gonna shit on that and say, "Oh, well, Bilal's the champion." Bilal's good. Like, I don't like it.
How many fights do you think Bilal is away from being considered the best welterweight of this era? Like, how many?
Assuming he wins, he wins all of his fights. I think he's three title defenses away from. No. 2 title defenses away from being. If he beats JDM and then another guy, not Brady. It can't be Brady because it can't be a rematch. But if he beats like JDM and like a Shavkat, he's the best welterweight of our era. And if he gets 4 more defenses after that, I think he passes GSP on the GOAT list. The welterweight GOAT list. He doesn't need very much defense.
I think.
Okay.
I actually think that him beating JDM will make, and I make the case of, like, I think I said this last week, the CV case. When you look over Leon Edwards, like, because Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman are probably seen as the best modern welterweights in this era.
It is.
But if you look at their CVs are garbage. Whereas Bilal's actually got some nice wins in there. He's got Luke, he's got Tom Brady, he's got Leon himself.
Gilbert Burns.
If you look at them, he's got. I know Gilbert Burns was injured, but he still got him on his record. If you look at it record for record, as much as I hate Bilal, I might have to. He might be, and if he beats JDM,
JDM beat Burns when JDM was injured. So people are going to talk about, oh, well, Gilbert Burns was injured. Okay, JDM, whenever he gets injured, he finds a way to win. So That
Well,
would
I
be
mean,
my.
we're just speaking hypothetically, Paradox. Like, if he does beat JDM, is he the
Yeah,
best
no.
welterweight of this era?
JDM's gonna beat the fucking brakes off of Bilal. Hang, 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 hang.
I want you to be right. I just don't think you're gonna be.
I know I'm right. Just be confident.
Oh, okay.
Show me the money.
I think Bilal's gonna win.
Hmm.
Who's the favorite in that fight, by the way?
Bilal's a heavy favorite, I think. I think JDM's like a plus 300 underdog. Show me the fucking money on that one, brother. Like, that is free money, dude.
Wow.
Free
That
money.
can't be right. That cannot be right. I refuse.
Last time I checked, he was like a plus 300 underdog for JDM.
No
Hold on.
fucking chance, mate. If that's the case, I might have to change. I'm not
Hold
gonna
on, let me
change my
check
pick.
odds. I'm looking it up right now. Let me see. Okay, one site is saying that JDM is a plus 200. Another site is saying
Even that's kind of mad to me, and I'm not even gonna lie. I thought he'd be the favorite.
I would say Bilal is. I'd say Bilal is. It's okay to have Bilal as a slight favorite. This one's saying
I
he's a
think
plus
Bilal,
170 underdog.
I think Bilal should be the favorite, but just because of all the dick riding, the JDM dick riding, present company included, Bilal's minus 198. I assume those odds are going to close. I reckon by fight night, it's going to be more even.
I think
If you're getting-
JDM.
if you're getting-
I
if you're
say
thinking JDM 's
let
gonna be
Bilal be
take
the
your money now.
favorite. Let Bilal be the favorite so I can get fucking easy money off of that, dude. JDM's gonna piece the fucking. He's gonna beat the brakes off of Bilal, brother.
I'm not convinced. Now that Bilal's the favorite, I don't think I'm gonna. I was hoping to make some money for him on the dog.
Nope. No money because he's losing.
No, Paradox. He's just broken my heart one too many times. I have to start accepting that Bilal is not a good fighter, but he's a very effective one.
No,
Yeah.
he's a good fighter. He's
God, it's
just
cool.
he's a good fighter, and he just does everything he needs to do to win. Unfortunately.
I mean, that Brady win looks sensational. He made. I mean, the Edwards one hasn't aged as well as it did as it looked at the time, given how shocking he looked against Brady. But I think it's more that his will was broken more than anything else. I think Bilal actually broke his spirit. But
if you look at how Brady said it, like he what did he say? He said that the reason why he like looked so bad in the Bilal fight is because he was holding on to the pressure of being an undefeated fighter for so long. And a lot of people were picking Brady to beat Bilal, and because don't let Bilal get close to the title, bro. And he said there was a lot of pressure on him, and now that pressure of being undefeated and shit is gone, he says that he doesn't have any weight on his shoulders.
I can understand that. It sounds like a cop out to me. It sounds like a cop out to me, but sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair.
That's very fair. I mean, to be honest, I mean, between for that fight, I'm gonna tell for this one. Very simple. Jack Della Maddalena has very decent grappling, but he really sucks to have it and start the backward stab it up because I don't know why. Because he needs to improve it. Instead of Belal Muhammad, I mean, you can never beat. I mean, I know he's fought for short notice while he's injured and during like Ramadan multiple times, but I mean he's like not that very mouth jabbing the idiots. What are those things like that? But especially, I mean, he's one of the most hard-working fighters. Even started in combat sports in 23 at 23 years old. I know that he became
who's the most hardworking fighter?
Bilal?
The most hardworking fighters, which
Bilal
is Bilal.
is.
Yeah,
right.
Bilal.
Okay, no, fair enough. Sorry, I'm with you now. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I know that Bilal is one of the most hardworking.
Jones.
But it's gonna be really competitive at all. But batching all without this guy right now, I mean, Bilal Muhammad could be like smashing against Jack Della Maddalena because I know that Jack wasn't that feeling that very good. He needs to improve a lot of this one. But I guarantee that between for the fight, Bilal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena, I mean, they're gonna be like a DC fight. I mean, submission or knockout at the round number 2, I mean, they're gonna be like an easy money for Bilal Muhammad because he's undeniable, indestructible, and he will make Jack Della Maddalena very scared. Because I'm very worried about this wrestling style and the grappling style that he makes like it a very improved a lot.
I mean, we can all agree that for JDM to win this fight, he absolutely needs to finish him relatively early, like first 2 rounds.
No, I
Does
don't
he
think
do
so.
that? Or like, I would say so.
I
I
think
would.
he can win. I think he can win a decision.
I don't know about that. I think By the way, I just want to clarify this. I would want nothing more than for JDM to absolutely beat the shit out of him for 25 minutes. I'd prefer it if he beat him up, like just wiped him out of the sport. I just don't like it. I don't think he's going to do it. Again, I agree with those who are uttering that, like, obviously he's been out for a while. I think stylistically this is a big problem for him, but I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge
I
problem.
think
for
JDM's.
them.
I think he's not gonna fear the takedown. I think he's gonna plant his feet and start boxing. I think he will get taken down, but I don't think. Here's the thing. He doesn't give a fuck about being taken down. He's still gonna swing to kill you. He doesn't care. He doesn't. He didn't. Oh no, Bilal took me down. Cool. The second I get up, I'm gonna try and finish this guy.
Mhm.
The second I get up, I'm gonna get back to my feet and I'm gonna throw as if this guy has zero threat of taking me down. If he takes me down, I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna try and finish this guy. That's how JDM thinks. Watch the Gilbert Burns fight. He got taken down repeatedly, and every single time he's like, "Yep, let me get up and try and fucking knock this guy out." Like JDM's not gonna give a fuck about Bilal's wrestling. I feel like he's just gonna be like other fighters will compromise their striking, like Pereira versus Ankalaev. He'll compromise his striking because he's like, oh, dude, what if I get taken down? Oh, what if he's gonna shoot on me as I try and plant and throw a left hook? JDM's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna fucking knee this dude in the face. I'm just gonna try and elbow him to death.
People talk a lot about JDM's takedown game or takedown defense game. His takedown defense is incredible. The problem is when he gets on the ground, he's fucked.
Bro, you think Bilal's gonna finish him on the ground in the grappling?
No, I don't think so. I think what happens is I think he's smart. I think he pushes him back with the striking a little bit, and then just he's gonna Marab it. Like, and I don't mean the good Marab. I mean the shit version of Marab. The one where Marab.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
I think that's what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see him Marab Aldo him. That's where my money's at.
Yeah,
and now JDM's such a heavy underdog. I think I might have to take that action personally. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna go with. I think it's worth the money at this point. No worries, bro. No, Paradox. I think the Hafez fight was probably closer than
Yeah, I think you didn't know about this.
Hafez was juiced to the gills, mate.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, Hafez was absolutely juiced to the gills, and he had nothing to lose that night. So JDM had no time to prep for him. I don't think that's a very dark. I
just think JDM's just a fucking dog, dude. JDM ain't fucking like these other bro. JDM. When are people gonna understand? JDM's built different. Fucking hang, dude.
I'm
Why are we acting like JDM's just another welterweight, dude?
No,
come on.
We haven't.
Remember, GSP became the welterweight GOAT, and he only had 2 losses on his record. How many losses does JDM have on his record? Only 2. He's gonna become the welterweight GOAT after he's done knocking out Bilal and then submitting Shavkat.
Right. How you doing, Thor?
And then spinning wheel kicking Joaquin Buckley, and then finishing Ian Gary.
Well, but that's what I forgot to bring up. That's who I forgot to bring up. Joaquin Buckley.
Ooh, Buckley's good, dude.
A lot of people are talking about Brady now. Surely they have to do that next.
I think Buckley. A lot of people are like, "Oh, dude, Prime Usman beats Buckley." I don't think so. I think Buckley beats any version of Usman. The current Buckley we're seeing right now.
Oh, he does now.
I think he does him dirty.
Buckley beats the now Usman, but what do you think?
I think he does what he did to Covington. I think he drags his nuts on Usman's forehead.
What do you
he
think?
Beat the fuck out of Usman.
What do you think about Buckley and Brady though?
Oh, a little bit harder of a matchup, but I think Buckley's being slept on. He's hungry as fuck. He's a lot like JDM, but he's more well-rounded. The mentality, he's hungry. He's like, dude, I need money. Have you seen the clip of him, the edit of him, where he's like, this shit ain't sweet, dog. I gotta take care of my fucking grandma, man. He's hungry. He wants to fucking hurt people. He's like, y'all keep playing with Bilal, man. And he's like, dude, Buckley is hungry, and he's just waiting to get his hands on somebody. Buckley's fucking. I love Buckley. Buckley's fucking. Yeah, I like Buckley.
I think is I was saying Buckley's potential champion and waiting, but I've got to say, after seeing that Brady performance, I'm not sure that he even gets past Brady.
Do you think Brady finishes him?
I think Brady beats him. Yeah.
Do you think he finishes him?
No, I think it goes to a decision. I think Brady's got better cardio, but is basically the same fighter.
I could see, and I'm not saying this because Bilal technically TKO'd Brady. That's not the reason why I'm saying this. I could see Buckley knocking him out. I think Buckley's gonna fake shoot on him, kind of like he did with Wonder Boy, and then just fucking land a mean one right on Brady's chin. Just fucking up against the fence like he did Wonder Boy. Just fucking boom.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna call it a day there because I've got some stuff to do. Again, if you guys could drop your links in the description, that would be amazing. Or drop your links in the chat, that would be amazing. Subscribe to Good Noodle MMA. What are you at now, subscribers wise, Good Noodle?
I think I'm like 105 or something like that.
Oh, sweet. Hopefully that will get a boost tonight. As always, I always appreciate you having you on a Sunday. I hope you're gonna continue
Thanks
to
for
be a
having me,
regular.
man.
No, I
it's
love
good
having
talking
you
with you and Captain Refugio.
Yes,
and obviously subscribe to Captain Refugio as well. Refugio, would you mind dropping your link in the description as well, please, bro? Or you're in the chat.
Oh yes, exactly. Because I know that I'm gonna drop it on the chat because I know that my internet is not definitely the working at all. But I know that I'm doing something like a play-by-play in UFC, but also I will do like it on my podcast, which is the Combat Clubs. So right now I'm gonna do
nice.
this one.
Hold on, before I go,
yeah, go ahead, Noodle.
Anakin, didn't Ankalaev struggle with Paul Craig, who has a lead body kick and just jujitsu? Fuck off with that JDM struggle.
I was hoping you were gonna pick up on this before we left. It wasn't the best look. How you doing? We're just actually heading off. We're gonna head over to Bodak, who I think is actually late to his own start. I assume he's probably having technical difficulties. But if you go over to Bodak, I'm not going to be back on until Wednesday night. As you know, I'm flying on Tuesday night, so I'm going to be away for a little bit. But I should be able to get on Wednesday night when I land.
So I'll see you then.
I'll see you then, and make sure you come back on Sunday. Captain, thanks for coming and hanging out as always. Good Noodle, really appreciate you. Thanks as well, No Chill, for turning up and spazzing out like he always does, the little legend. Shout out to you guys. Sorry for being sorry for a short one today, but it's actually later than we usually do.
Yeah, I understand. All right, so thanks for having me, and of course I will see you there soon.
Very much so.
Yep.
All right, well, I'll see you guys over at Bodak. Hopefully he gets up and going soon, so hang around in his waiting area for a little bit. Shout out to Bodak. I'll see you guys on Wednesday night, and we can have a good well, I'm gonna do like a No Chill style what video should we do type situation, but nothing is well, maybe we'll just do anything goes. Shout out to you, Betty. Hopefully we'll get you on at some point as well. Tim, all the boys, Fall, Northwest, shout out to his channel as well. Lane, Paradox, of course, as well. Subscribe to him. We need to get him back on YouTube. Hustle Bones, shout out to you. Everyone who was in here earlier, who I shouted out earlier as well. Much love to every single one of you. Hope you had a great weekend. Head over to the Bodak show. He should be on at any point, at any minute now. Much love, and I'll catch you all later on in the week. Have a great one. Hope you enjoyed the retardation.